stories from Mr. Roskin claiming that that's true, but it's all based on these goofy calculators that are, they're staffed by unicorns. Let's talk about what the tax bill did and what it shouldn't do. And I want to start with what you said about full employment. We are indeed in a 9-year boom, thank you, Obama. We are at historically low unemployment levels, and yet wage growth is completely stagnated. And I would submit to you that unemployment is in the absence of wage growth, we're not looking at the right statistics. We have a huge amount of underemployment. We have a lot of people who used to have jobs with good pensions and good benefits, and because of automation and globalization and a whole lot of other structural genius that we're not putting back in the bottle, are now downshifted into underemployed situations. Their wages aren't keeping up. And as a friend at one of the sheet metal unions said to me the other day, he said, we don't have a problem, we don't have a shortage of skilled workers. We have a shortage of skilled workers who are willing to work at the rates that are being offered. And so that problem, we have this massive wealth inequality that's accelerating that we should be dealing with. Look at what the tax cut did. 83% of the benefits of the tax cut went to corporates in the top 1%. 35% of U.S. equities are held by foreigners. I'm going to give you a second here in the math. 35% of 83% is more than 17%, which means that more money from that tax cut left the country than flowed to everybody in this room. In order to fund that tax cut, we've increased our borrowing by 84%, which is more money leaving the country. And we now have a situation where even the Tax Policy Foundation, which is a fairly right-leaning, they're the maker of the unicorn spreadsheet, even they have said there is no way to balance the budget without cuts in expenses because of the revenue drops that have happened. So what the people in this district have been given from the tax cut is maybe a small tax cut, but it's the amount of money that's left in your pocket that matters, not what your tax cuts is. As against that, they've got wage deflation, that hurts. As against that, they actually put a tax on college endowments, so now colleges have less resources to provide student loan assistance, unless you're Hillsdale College, then you're exempted. They are openly talking about making cuts to Social Security and Medicare. Peter Roskin referred to recipients of Social Security, his words, as entitled individuals. And they're talking about taking that away. Now, you sit there and say, as best as I can tell, everybody plans on getting old. And as best as I can tell, most of us would like to have kids. We're leaving trillions of dollars of deficits for our kids to pay and cutting services for the elderly, and then saying, oh, you should thank me because you might have $1,000 more in your paycheck. And oh, by the way, we also increased state and local tax. We got rid of state and local tax exemptions for the most part. The 4 highest state and local taxes in Illinois, Cook, DuPage, Kane, Lake, McHenry. Those are the 5 counties in the 6th district. So what the tax cut did is essentially provide some temporary acceleration of growth, provided cash to people who didn't need it, and did it in order to buy off some donors. I'm not allowed to use the language anymore that describes what I think about the morals of someone